What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. I'm going in on these episodes, man. Y'all know I'm going crazy and I'm coming after people. And right now, I gotta get Monique. She's the actress, comedian, she's funny, I guess. You know what I'm saying? She had that big issue where, Netflix was trying to pay her $500,000 and she wasn't going for it. And she pretty much got blackballed by Hollywood, right? And most of us know Monique for all the excessive complaining that she does and whining and, and moaning for problems that she has caused herself. All right. But no doubt she's talented, right? And she's a hard worker. I will not take anything from her. In that Precious movie, she can act. She can act her ass off. No doubt about that. She is one of our talented people. We got to give credit where credit is due, right? And to get to where she has been or where she's going or where she is right now, she has to work hard, all right? And all of us listening to this podcast right now, we all have dreams, okay? Some of you dreams, you're still not even living. You still have dreams. Some of you had those dreams early and you're able to achieve it, right? And one of the things that Monique wanted to do, she wanted to be an actress. She wanted to be in Hollywood. But so there was a problem. Monique had a young son, all right? And many times in the black community, a lot of our young black women and black women in general have dreams. But they end up in, some relationship that probably isn't worth it, and they sort of, get pregnant, and then they want to, basically keep the dreams going while having the baby, okay? And a lot of times, a lot of young black women feel that they can do both. They can do it without having a husband, or they can do it, maybe sometimes a guy might tell him that he's gonna stay, the family says he's gonna chip in. So Monique got pregnant. Monique decided to have the baby. I don't know if she was, married at the time or not. I'm not sure, but this is what happened. She had the baby, and it was a young boy, black boy, right? And she was recently on the David Banner podcast. All right, shout out to David Banner. I would say the brother has really, matured in many different ways. I like some of the things that he says about the black community, he says about black men. I'm going to do a podcast on one of his things he said recently. But Monique talked about how even though she was young, right, she was not interested in being a mother, all right? She's not interested in being a mother. And I think that I'm not gonna play the clip because I don't want to get no copyright, but basically I'll read it out here. It says, "I have a son that will be 30 years old this year." She said around the 37-43 mark about her child, Shalon Watkins. "There was a time when he was a little boy, I wasn't interested in being a mother. I was interested in being a star. I was interested in being famous. I wasn't interested in being a wife." Okay, so she was married. "I was interested in taking pictures in red carpets and signing autographs and traveling the world, so I really didn't put the focus in." At one point, Monique talks about, her son, about his self-worth. And okay, she says this, "And now that I'm 52 and he'll be 30, well, I pay for that. There's a price to pay for that." She explained, "I had to apologize to my son, but I said to him, I don't want you to think that your story is not valid because I didn't tuck you in. I didn't read you your stories. I didn't show up at sporting events." You know what? Let me stop right there. Because see, this story reminds me of so many things that young black men say. My father has the same exact story about my grandmother. Now, my mother, thank God, loved me enough that when she had me, whatever plans that she decided she didn't want to do, she put being a mother first. You see, a lot of times in the black community, though, a lot of women want to have babies, but they don't want to put the kids first. And as we all know in African American communities, this is how kids end up being raised by their grandparents. Because you have a lot of selfish people like Monique. And I'm going to run down on her. I'm going to run down on her because why? She can say this and nobody says anything. But if it's a black man that says this, everybody's going to have a problem. But no, Monique, today you're on the hot seat, boo. You're going to get this work. See, a lot of sisters in the black community are notoriously known for not being ready to be a mother to their daughter or to their son and dropping off their kids with their grandparents, they or they, they great aunts or whatever, while they still go to the club. Because, while they might not want to be an actress like Monique, they don't want to be a wife. They don't want to be a mother. See, they want to have the baby and still, be a part-time mother while they're out there shaking their stuff, or they want to, pursue their career while they're neglecting their child and somebody else is, taking care of their child. And then we want to know why so many of our young black kids get abused in the black community. That's because sometimes their parents, and a lot of times it's their moms, are dropping them off with people who they should be caring about. See, nobody is going to care about your kids like you do. If you don't care about your kids, then won't nobody else care about your kids. And see, for black men that go through this, and when they tell their story, all of a sudden it's, oh, you hate black women. You a black woman hater. You blase this. You blase that. But when Monique says distinctly, I was interested in being a star. I was interested in being famous. I wasn't interested in being a wife or a mother. It's out of her mouth. Y'all are quiet. You don't got nothing to say. But she is a bum. She's a bum. She's a bum baby mother. She was a bum. She cared about everything else besides her family. And it's a lot of people who are like this, but you want to give them a pass, you won't. Because let's say this, if a brother comes out and says, I wasn't interested in being a father, I wasn't interested in being a husband, I neglected my children, do you know what y'all are going to do? Y'all are going to come after them. While you give Monique a pass, but she will get no passes on Celebrity Junk. No, you won't. You are the reason, Monique, why you have so many black men with mommy issues. Number one, nobody asked you to get pregnant, because a lot of y'all want to blame the victim here. When these young black men come out there and they have their things they say negatively about black women, you just hate yourself. No, their mama hated them. Y'all don't want to talk about that because, see, y'all are quiet on that. No. You're going to get this work. See, nobody asked you to get pregnant. You made a choice. Oh, I got pregnant by this dummy who can't take care of me, and I don't really want to be with him anyway. I don't really want to be his wife. I don't want to do nothing with him. Like, I really don't like him. I just want the baby. But you really don't want the baby. You want to have the baby and kind of halfway do it. And then when your children come out despising their moms and they come out in situations, now all of a sudden you at the funeral crying, I did everything I could. I did the best I could for my baby. Oh, I did everything that I could, Lord Jesus. That's what y'all gonna say. You're talking about the BS. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it because black men don't get a pass. We don't get a pass, but you get a pass. You will not get a pass because if these black men come out and they have mommy issues, guess what? Mommy had an issue. That's why brothers got mommy issues. That's why. I'm so glad she actually admitted this, because do you know what? There's so many sisters out there like Monique. You can either create a black man that's gonna love black women, or you can create a black man that's gonna despise them. And y'all are the reasons why a black man could love a black woman or why he can hate you. You got the power right there, and you need to make that decision before you bear a child, baby. Do you want to be a mama? Think about that. Don't be having no accidental babies. If you have dreams and you don't want to be a mom, don't get pregnant and don't have no kids. Do what you're supposed to do, because why? You're not gonna love the kid if you don't want to be a mother. It's not fair to you. It ain't fair to the child. It's not fair. Don't do that. And that is what happened in the black community. It's a shame. It's a crying shame that we even got to talk about this. Actually, it is a shame. We're gonna be real. It's a shame I got to talk about this right now. But do you know what? We're gonna talk about this. And I'm so glad she admitted what a lot of brothers have been going through. And it proves us our point. Don't come talking to me about black men hate black women or black men. No, you are hearing it because they're out here telling you what's happening, what's going on. So anyways, y'all, this is your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Make sure that you like, hit the bell, subscribe. Go to the first comment pinned to the top. Your boy is out here putting in the work, man, during the Rona season. Can't let it stop me. We on here getting it in. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Don't forget though, go to the first comment, hit your boy up on Patreon. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirt. We're going to keep rocking with you, brothers. And as you know, the buffoonery of Monique's at an all-time high. We out.